Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I I know y'all are probably tired of this, but thank you to all of you. Thank you to subscribers, new and old, for viewers. If you are someone new, you like just talking or not talking, but hearing about different content pertaining particularly to the Nintendo Switch 2, or any of the other videos, check them out. I do a little bit of everything, covering from news, games that are coming out, trying to do a little bit for reviews. Those kind of get pushed a little bit back on the back burner. I still play the games, trust me, because this video is about games that I have been playing. And so just want to go through, let y'all know, because I know some people are interested in what it is that I might be playing. And I figured I'd share that with all of y'all. But yes, if you are someone new, throw a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, help me keep growing, help me keep motivated, just to keep showing that I can have a space in here amongst all the other big names. And just, I know, I greatly appreciate all of you. I can't thank you all enough. So, with that out of the way, we're going to get into the video. So, I have to make some corrections from the previous video. So, I said that Yooka-Laylee was coming out on the 9th of this month. And it is. But it's coming out digitally on the 9th. The physical copy is not actually being released until December. And so I wanted to throw that out there to y'all. And also, for the 31st, Mina the Hollower. It was just announced, I can't remember if it was a day or two ago, in which Yacht Club Games actually said that because they're wanting to put some more final polishes onto the game, because they don't want to put out a subpar product. They want to make sure that it is out there and is good quality for the rest of us all to play, to enjoy, and just put the best game out there that they can. So they are actually postponing it. They did not release a date for when it will be postponed until. So if you were like me, hoping maybe to be able to play it on Halloween, since it is a kind of spooky-ish game, well, we're going to have to wait till whenever. So hopefully not too long. I mean, if they said that it's probably just putting some final polishes up on it, and the game is basically like 95% done, I don't think that we'll have to wait for too long. So hopefully before the holiday season. Now, that out of the way, games that I have been playing. So, the first game that I've been playing was for Hollow Knight. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. It it is a very fun game. The controls and the mechanics for it, very well, at least I find it difficult to master. I fall a lot. And I've died a lot. And I've gotten lost a lot. It is a little difficult game for me. I don't know if any of y'all have been experiencing any of the difficulties like I have. So I don't remember how many hours I actually put into this before I was like, okay, I have to move on. There's so many different games that I wanted to play. And so I couldn't. This is something for whenever it is that I don't have anything else on my plate. I can actually sit down, try to devote some time to it, and hopefully not get lost. So, but that's not to say that it is a bad game. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. That is a bad game. I am just saying that I found it a little bit difficult. You might not. You might be better at games than I am. At least this kind of game. So, just don't want you to throw this off for people not wanting to pick it up, not wanting to play it, or anything like that, or think that I am bad mouthing the game. I am not. So, next played and beat Hades. This was actually a very fun game for, I don't know how to explain it, like, because yes, it had some moments in which it was very frustrating. I did not particularly care when you get so far and you go through and complete so much of the game and then you die, and just like that, back to square one. That's like a big bummer. And it was not what I'm used to. And I will say that it was just fun to be able to go around killing all the monsters, learning the mechanics on how to. Okay, so they do this, but just before they attack. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to dash out of the way, let them come by me, hit them from behind, so you can get that extra bit of damage in. And trying to dodge out of the way so that you don't take the damage. And you have to keep playing it just to get better and just to learn little bit by little bit. And yes, you progress a little bit further along every single time. And every single time, because they don't expect you to get this on the first try, you die, you learn a little bit more about the story. It's revealed. Now, as far as the story is concerned, I was actually a really big fan of Greek mythology. So this was like right up my alley for learning for this. And the story was a lot more in depth than I was originally thinking it was going to be. And just, because I really don't want to spoil the story for anyone. But if you've played it, you know that is just all the different, not twists and turns. I can't speak, but just the different, how the story, how it just plays out is, I don't know. I was very rewarded whenever I finally did beat the game. I'll say that. And yes, it took me quite a few tries. I think I beat it. It was around like my 30th escape attempt. So yeah, it took me quite a while to actually beat this. And it wasn't until the first, after I'd already attempted it and failed 10 times, that I learned about the godhood mode, which means that after every single time you die, you take less damage every single time for your next attempt. So yeah, that I would not have beaten it without that. I'm sorry, that was a godsend for me. Next, played and beat this was actually a very fun little game. The art style for it, very quirky. It's got its own humor and charms to the game that I originally wasn't expecting for it. It was just something that I developed it as I started playing it. And that was for It'll Do 2 Plus. So it took me a roughly, because I was trying to get some of the extra things that you could find, like optional dungeons and stuff in it. So it took me about 10 hours to beat, which is great for people like me if you don't have tons of time. So just devoting a little bit of time every single night it took me roughly a week to beat it. Or if you happen to have like a day off, you could crank it out and probably even progress throughout like the entirety of the story in like 2 days if you really wanted to. And so that's really good for people that just don't have a lot of time, but yet you want to be able to play some games. And that's kind of like my thing, because between work and kids and everything, my gaming time is kind of limited, except on the weekends. So that's when I can get my gaming done, and try to split that between my wife and me. So the very next game, I had to wait for this to come in, because I'd actually got it off of Limited Run Games. And the day it was supposed to come out, they sent me email saying that it was going to be delayed because of manufacturing issues or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, how long is it going to be delayed? Well, when it got to for days and they still weren't giving me any sort of time frame, I went ahead and was like, well, I'm not going to wait for you to get your act together and everything and trying to wait for this to come in. So I went ahead and ordered it. So I will have 2 copies. 4, Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. I popped this in last night and I got to play the first hour of it. And yes, the vast majority of that is all just cutscenes and kind of a little bit for their backstory, and so you're just learning bunch of different things. But from what I've experienced so far, I don't have time tonight, but hopefully tomorrow I will be able to devote a little bit more time, progress a little bit more into the story, because just the voice acting, the character models going through, I was exploring every aspect of the very first town that I could, going inside of every single building, talking to every single person, looking at everything I could on the map as I was just going around exploring. I love the fact that the mini map shows you if there's a chest there, so you can go out there and try to find it. Unlike the game that my wife was just playing, which it just says that there's a chest somewhere. Doesn't show you where. It just says, "Oh, there's 10 chests in this whole entire area," but you don't know where they are. So that she was getting very frustrated with that. So I am greatly appreciative of that. I love mini maps. Help you to not get lost. And aside from just having the little mini map that you can always just look at, it's just there on the screen. You can actually push the I can't remember which button it is off the top of my head. I want to say it was the up button, and it goes through and it pulls up, so it'll fill up the entire screen of the mini map, so you can actually get a more broader view of everything. Like I said, I only played an hour. I didn't get to encounter any enemies, but when you're in the town, you walk around. There's like a little blue dots you'll see on the map, which those were little things that you could examine and get some different items. All of the characters were represented by like an orange dot out there on the map for people that you could talk to. And then once you talk to them, instead of being brightly lit up, it kind of dulled a little bit, letting you know that you had talked to them. So you don't have to worry about, did I talk to this person? Or did I not? So you end up talking to the same person like 2 or 3 times because you just lose track of everyone. And just the people that were going about their days, doing things, made the town feel like alive, because you see people that were kids were running around. So there's a person just watching them. Then there's a person who's mopping the floors, or if they were sweeping or doing laundry. And you go into the houses, you see all the different items that you would see inside of some like houses that makes them look like they were lived in. And just all the attention for details in the game that I've just experienced in this first hour is something just very special. And yes, I'd heard many great things about this game, and you can see them right here. This Trails Through Daybreak 1 and 2, right there, the special editions. I haven't started playing any of the Trails games because everyone kept telling me, get this one. And I have it. And from what I've experienced so far, it is just, I don't know how else to say that everything just clicks, and it looks like it's going to be an amazing game, an amazing time. I really can't wait to dive in and play it some more. And I hope if you're a Trails fan, you're holding off on this. I don't know why you would. Pick it up. Or even if you're an RPG fan, give it a shot. There's so many Trails games out there on the Switch. Play this as the very first one, and if you like it, you have all these other games that you can go out and branch out and you can play them. And it has already been confirmed that this is the first chapter. Second chapter has already been confirmed to come out at a later date. So that's something else that all the Trails fans can look forward to. Maybe we'll get them all on the Switch. That would be awesome to be able to have an entire series all in one console. That's just my opinion. But I hope you all like this video, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, wait. No, not yet. I just wanted to say they got through. try to be able to actually get y'all to comment down below. What are some games that y'all are actually playing? Have y'all picked up Trails in the Sky? Are you playing it? Are you loving it? Is there any other games that you've picked up and that you are currently playing? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear from you. So now I can say that I hope you liked the video, and I will see you all next time.